10.
Ryan Suckup, the man tasked with getting this one started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. From the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Cowboys taking the field on offense, and for a 7th season, it's Dak Prescott who brings them out. And Dak going to start out going to the air. And right away, he lost the football. And a costly turnover there as the ball will be spotted first and goal at the 5-yard line.
To put it mildly, that is not the way anyone wants to start off a game. You fumble on your first offensive snap. But now what you're worried about is, does that linger throughout the game for your guys on offense? And how's the defense going to handle it? Because no one expects to run out on the field on the first play and have to all of a sudden start to play themselves.
Patterson is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll try again, but he will go backwards as he's stopped for a loss. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. Succup's kick is good, and the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. They fumbled the last time they had the football. Fortunate that it only led to a field goal. 3-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
And they'll hold him to 3 there as he takes this up to the 47.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a touchdown.
Ezekiel Elliott, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield in the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 14 upcoming. Allen going to throw. He'll find Metcalf.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short and shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it'll be 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Let's take it on the 25. Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. The Bengals with 2 extra DBs. A nickel look on 3rd.
Blanketing the passing lanes.
Throwing. Prescott. And now he'll let this one go deep. Back over the middle. It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott as his guys are able to extend their lead. Even though he was forced from the pocket, still able to adjust, make the long throw, and it ends with a really big touchdown.
Yeah, moving to his left. The key to everything when they're moving outside of the pocket, doesn't matter which side, making sure those shoulders get around and you get back square so you get everything on the throw and create the big play we just saw there downfield.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Cincinnati's offense coming back here onto the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Here's Allen to throw it. His throw incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss loss of 1. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack. Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they're dominating. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in, your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Returnable here from the 38. A beautiful fake. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Prescott. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
McPherson on for the point after.
And it's 21-3. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One play drive and into the end zone for 6.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1.
On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Bengals going to take over late in this first half. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Shockey. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. Got a man. It's Brashad Perriman.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Throwing on 2nd and long. Allen. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To the air, Allen. Eluding the pressure right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. On is the punter, Brian Anger, to kick this one away. Taking it about the 16. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
The Bengals with work to do in this 3rd quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway. Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Second half will start with a run by Patterson.
And he'll take this one up to about the 23. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
On second down, a run with Patterson.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First and 10, it's Patterson.
And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run. Allen now looks to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today.
The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return. And it will be first and 10 as they take over.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30.
He'll hand it off to Elliott to begin the drive.
And some room to run now. Pushes past him. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
40 yards rushing for him now, and just his first 3 carries.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. A first down carry by Elliott. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Still 9 remaining on second down.
Running wide side, Elliott. He was trying to turn the corner, but he will go nowhere. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Looking left sideline, it's complete. Touchdown! Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon.
And the Cowboys are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And they open the lead up now to 25. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it's capped off for the Cowboys touchdown.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They're going to start to drive here on the ground with Patterson. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. 3 quarters in the books. Back now in Arlington. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. On 2nd and 9, Allen.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Now Allen, gotta have this one. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal.
Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to...
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the first and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is, I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Hall of Famer Night Train Lane. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
McPherson now for the extra point.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
And out now, here come the Bengals.
CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Throwing now is Allen. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here's Brian Anger now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Take it at the 37. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
They run with a 4th-year man. This is Damian Harris.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable second down.
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. They find some open field here. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
And McPherson on for the extra point.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So 2 plays on that scoring drive. That's how they drew it up. And a long run into the end zone, and what a run it was.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone as time is run out on this ball game.